class. Okay, as you can see, we have our do it now posted on the board. So why don't you go ahead and do it now, and you can refer to the screen to answer questions. You're gonna need a piece of paper. Want to get one? Good job. So take a couple of minutes and answer that question and we'll discuss it. When you guys are done, why don't you just hold your thumbs up, let me know you're done. We can start the discussion. Good job, you're going. Looks like you have a couple down. It's looking good. Some chocolate. Just about there, Tia. Need a couple more minutes. Okay, let's do this. Why don't you go ahead and tell Jack, Tia, what you wrote down. And then we'll have you guys say it out loud. I'll have Kekoa tell me what you wrote down. So you guys discuss for a minute.
Alright.
Okay. What do you got?
Disagreements, hatred, aliens, misunderstandings, accidents. Miscommunication, love, greed, language.
Okay, Jack, what did Tia say?
Tia, I liked one, she said love and women, which I remember in English we read a story how there's a war because of a woman. She also said, because hatred, people hate each other, they don't like each other, so they will go to war and then fight.
Great, those are great answers. Thanks for sharing. Kekoa?
I put land, because there's some certain lands that other people don't have, and so like resources like oil or like animals, something they want like harvest for themselves.
Thank you. Thanks for being brave enough to share with us today. Good job. Okay, so the question was, can you identify what kind of things can cause a war by listing and describing? So those are some of the things we're going to do today. And so what we're going to get into is our outcomes. So our outcomes today is learners can identify 3 key ideas from a primary source and write a 1-paragraph summary of the primary source. And so we'll be doing some of that at the end, so we'll get you there through the steps. And the second one is learners can analyze maps from the French-Indian War by interpreting 5 of the map's characteristics. So you can see we're going to be interpreting, identifying, analyzing, and we're going to look at some maps about the French-Indian War to kind of get you guys familiar with that. Okay, so first off, Kekoa, do you want to read just right after analyze?
Yeah, analyze. Discover or reveal something through detailed examination.
Okay, good job, Kekoa. So we're going to be, I defined analyze for you. Kekoa, help me out. To discover or reveal something through detailed examination. So I wanted to give you guys just a basic understanding of analyze. So we're going to be doing a lot of that today. So I can't tell why this isn't coming up. But there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to analyze this couple. And I'll let you guys have a turn after that. Okay, maybe you guys can help me out in a second. So when I'm looking at the apple, I'm noticing some things. I'm noticing it's red, has a little stem up top, has green with some spots on the apple. It's round, it's colored, and it has different shades of red on it. Is there anything else you can spot out? Tia, help me out with the apple. Did I cover it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, just about it. Okay. So that's a form of analyzing, and then let's look at the picture of the soldier. This is during the French Indian War. Jack, what do you see there?
I see it's like an outfit or like a uniform. So yeah, I don't know. He's wearing like an outfit.
That's a good start. Thank you, Jack. Go ahead.
He has,
Expand on that.
he has some kind of necklace around his neck. Right. So can you hear me?
It's fine.
He has like something on his neck.
Yeah, something on his neck. Tia, what else do you see?
There's something on his hat. I don't know. Is that
Something on his
something, or is
hat.
that just the board?
I think there is something on his hat.
This-
What you notice is like the different characteristics when we're looking at images and pictures. You guys are gonna kind of do some of that today. So you can see that how we analyze the different details. Okay, so we're gonna have you guys do this on your own, so you're gonna need a piece of paper. And so we're gonna take a couple minutes and analyze this piece of artwork that identifies a situation during the French and Indian War. Okay, so I want you guys to do this now on your own. So there's your questions on the bottom. What do you see? What sticks out to you? What is not included in this artwork? So go ahead and take a minute to write those down. Looking at that piece of work. How about I turn off the light? You're doing well. Okay. We'll wrap up your thoughts. What do you guys see? What's the first question? What do you see first off, Jack?
There's an Indian looking guy and a colonist slash like, I don't know, snooty British guy.
Kind of a little arrogant,
Yeah.
asking directions. Tia, can you expand on that?
I also get more so like him holding the gun, and then that background, I was like, is that like the house with the flags? Like, is that the French flag, or is that like on their land? Or
That's good.
is that
That's good. Good way to point that out, Tia.
Nice.
So there's the. Okay, go ahead. Do you have anything to add?
No, the guy in the back, he has like a map. And the Indian's like pointing to somewhere.
Okay, so maybe ask them questions. So this is about the Indian War, French Indian War. Maybe I'm thinking at it by looking at it like it's the French, the Indian tribe that are helping each other out to fight the war. So we're gonna help you guys better understand that as we go on. Okay, so now you guys have kind of analyzed pictures. We're gonna do kind of the same thing. But first I'm gonna define the French and Indian War. Jack, why don't you start out reading that first part? Just starting with French and Indian.
French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763. The war was fought between the British colonies of North America and New France.
Good job, stop there. Yeah, I'll finish that up. With both sides supported by soldiers from Great Britain and France, along with Native American allies. So that kind of defines what we were looking at before in the images and what we're going to talk about today. Here's a map, here's an overview, so you guys have some background of what we're talking about. It's also called the 7 Years' War. Anyone guess how many years the war was? Tia?
7.
7 years, good job. Thank you, Tia. Okay, 7 years. So I kind of have some identifications.
But why did it say 54 to 63? That's fine.
I have no idea. That is a good question. I think I may have made a mistake. Thanks for pointing that out, Jack. I'll look into that. Okay, let's move on to map, analyzing maps. So what we're going to do is the same thing that we did with the pictures. We're going to analyze a little bit of details of the maps. So how we do this is by asking questions. We're going to look at the map. We're going to identify some things in the map just as we did in the pictures. And so let's just kind of do this together. What I'll do is I'll explain it to you, kind of how you do it. So what I'm going to do is point out an area on the map. So I noticed like right away, I see all the red states. Maybe the first 13 colonies, part of them. And I notice it's part of what they now call the United States, so but just that east side. Anyone help me out? Tia? What do you see that you can add on to that?
There's a lot of, like the war shift, like it wasn't just one place, they kind of just worked their way down.
Good job, Tia. Thank you. Jack?
Can I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
Let's have Tia finish what she was saying,
Okay.
trying to say.
Tia, let's expand on that a little bit. What else can you see? What you can build that?
Well, yeah, what do you mean by moving down?
What do you mean by that? What are they doing with that?
It was a 7 years war, correct? So I'm assuming that throughout this whole war, there was wars in a lot of different places. So that's what I kind of saw with the red, that they were moving along and fighting the British and the French, fighting in certain places. They had all these forts built. Just fighting all along the border or wherever they're trying to get the land, I guess.
Great. Great way to analyze that. Thanks for expanding on that, Tia. Jack, is there anything else you can point out in that?
I noticed, like you pointed out, that there's red. I noticed that there's a couple of different colors. So, and there's like blue, but then there's kind of like blue and red stripes, and that's weird. I don't know. Well, it says disputed British or something. So I don't know. That I think that might be interesting if this is about 7 Years' War. Like, what's that mean exactly?
Thanks, Jack. Good job. Okay, I think you guys got the hang of this. So you guys have analyzed pictures, you analyzed maps, so let's move on, okay? So you've identified the components. Okay, here we go. So now what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna, with your partner, you're gonna kind of identify the same things in this map. So what you're gonna do is answer these two questions. Jack, you're gonna, why don't you go ahead and ask that, or what's that first question? Why don't you
It
read that out?
says, now what do you see when you look at this map during the time period of the French-Indian War?
Okay, thank you. Now I'll read the second one. What are some of the questions you can ask yourself in order to analyze and identify key points on the map? So what you guys can do is I'm going to have you guys do this map on your own. There's a worksheet for you. And Keikoa, there's a worksheet for you. So you guys have the same map. And you just really look at it and really kind of dig down deep and see what you can see on that map that may be different from the other one. Maybe something new in there. But answer those questions. wrap up your thoughts. We'll answer these questions. First off, I want you guys to see, I want to see if you guys notice something very important on this map. Jack, you think you got that one? It's the most important thing when you think about this map.
Well, I like to look at the legend or and it says the Ohio country, so I think the focus is that darker green area. I think that's, I don't know, that seems to be one of the most important things.
Great, that's exactly what I was looking for, Jack. Thank you. What's another point that you can pick up there? Tia?
I think it was the Indian boundary, how it, a lot of that outer border was associated with them, so that's why they were fighting with them. I don't know.
What else? What were they fighting over?
Over land. So the Indians' land is majority this West Virginia, Pennsylvania area.
Great. Using legends, you can kind of see what they were finding in the boundaries. Thanks, that's good, Tia. Okay, so Jack pointed out the most important view. Tia, great work. Okay, go ahead, thanks for writing down those items on yours. Okay, so we're gonna move on. And what I'm gonna do is help you guys make this T-chart. This is how I want you guys to take notes today. So why don't you go ahead and take those worksheets and you're going to put them in your book. So we're going to hold on to those so we can review them at a later time. When you flip over a page, I'm going to teach you guys how to take notes for what we're going to be talking about now. So what we're going to do is on the top, you're going to write T-chart. And what you're going to do is you're just going to draw a line. Just like here. Just across the top. And just down the middle, which is going to make 2 columns. This is how I want you guys to take notes for this next section. Just like that. Okay. So as you can see, the title of is the key points and kind of what you're getting out from the key points. So on one side, we're going to have the key points of what we're going to be doing is reading an article or a writing from the French Indian War. So some of the key points are going to be listed, so you can use dots. You can list key points and circle them. Whatever you need to do on that side to help you guys remember what we're going to be talking about. You guys got this? Tia? Thumbs up if you got it. Jack? Kakoa, good? Keep going.
Yeah, just go ahead and
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this T-chart, and we're going to just kind of discuss kind of the opening of the causes of the French and Indian War. So let me erase this, you guys can get a picture of this. Okay, so first we're going to discuss kind of the causes of the French and Indian War. And I'm going to kind of show you in here kind of some of the things I've underlined already. So we're going to kind of read deeper into this text. And so when I start reading the text, I ask questions. I ask why, how, like, well, what does this mean? Do I know it already? And so I start asking causes of the French, or reading causes of the French and Indian War began over the specific issue of whether the Upper Ohio River Valley was a part of the British Empire. And so some of the words, and you guys are reading your text, is I want to underline Ohio River, Virginians, probably circle that as like key ideas in the text. So I want you guys to kind of do the same thing as we're reading this text. And so I read up to the Ohio River Valley. Okay, Koa, do you want to finish that sentence? Right here, in the valley.
Ohio Valley was a part of the British Empire, therefore open for trade and settlement by Virginians and
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
Good job, Kekoa. So Virginians and Pennsylvanians, a part of what empire? Read on.
Or part of the French Empire.
John, what can you get from that? What are the things I can underline or circle?
The French Empire.
French Empire? Anything else?
British.
Good job, Nicola. Okay, so some of these things are, if you take your T-charts, on the left-hand corner, you can write some key ideas on there. So the British Empire, the French Empire. Jack, what's another one we can write down?
Ohio River.
Good. And on the right-hand side, you're gonna kind of write what that means to you, what you're trying to figure out. That's very good.
Go ahead and wrap things up, Shane.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for participating today. What we're gonna do is, you guys wrap up what you're writing, and what we're gonna go on to is I'm gonna send you guys home with some take-home documents to kind of do this one on your own. So it's a little bit more in-depth, but you're still gonna write the T-chart, you're gonna use your T-chart. You're gonna use this, you're gonna bring this home and bring it back tomorrow to further discuss. And we'll go from there. Thank you guys.